Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Judicials ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with a guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. On the ground, it's O'Neal. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll run the option. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And here come the Horns. They got it again on offense.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Give to the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down and for a terrific pickup.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The offense changing the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Going to the running game. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Up to 45 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll go to the fullback. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down and DKR. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy, and you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
On the run, it's quick. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on big tight end, makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Texas offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, their offseason, just what they were looking for, top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. Punt is on its way. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll try the run. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback will keep it. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. On the option. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Judicials will snap it on 1st and 10. On the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's York. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try the read on 3rd down to the left. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Judicials will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's O'Neal. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Motion from the back. They're going to run it. It's made. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Judicials headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball was loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down is going to be a tough one. The Judicials send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll run it to the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy.
Turning it on! They stop him. Short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's got 98 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Longhorns are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Trying to beat him to the left. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll sneak it. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Using his legs, it's O'Neal. Hard running there. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Look out, he's got room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. On the option, he'll keep it himself. Now the toss. Bulldozes his way through. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And the Judicials started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The option look. Touchdown, Judicials.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to move them on the counter. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zips it out to his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the run, it's quick. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Trying play action. Throwing right. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texans!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's O'Neal. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play.
Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Looking for room. It's O'Neal. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Matthews. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's O'Neal. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here come the horns. They got it again on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Goes to the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field.